All right, so today is August 19th, 2024. I'm going to be going over why I was bullish today and why I took loans. So starting out here on the 30-minute time frame, right? We have this 30-minute imbalance being created. So here, right, you tell yourself, what has price done? Price has put in a high, price put in a high here Friday, moved down. Price moved up, put in a higher low, moved up, took out liquidity up there, and it's coming into the day, sold off overnight, and pushed down into not only an imbalance, but if we take this low to this high, we're in a discount of this range. So we have a trading range that we are in a discount of. If I wanted to be a seller, I would be selling up here, right? I don't want to be selling in a discount. So you tell yourself, if it gets below 525.25 with displacement, so if price is to move down here and then pop back up into an imbalance and then move down towards the draw, which would be previous day low, or that's for a bearish sentiment. But for bullish, what I was looking for was maybe a liquidity grab and then displacement to the upside, or it doesn't take it out at all and it just continuously hold this imbalance, right? And then we move up higher. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk through on a lower time frame, bar by bar on what happened, right? So we're looking here on the 5-minute time frame. Before I go here, right, let me go to the 30-minute time frame. This 30-minute time frame, this 623.75 is a key level because price puts in a low and it moves higher. Sometimes with screen time, it's hard to see it. Like maybe if I expand it like this, you can see it's a significant low before price moved up higher. But on the lower time frame, you'll be able to see it even better. But that's why 623.75 is a key level. So you guys can actually really learn what I'm trying to teach here. So now back to the 5-minute time frame, right? We are understanding that this is the 30-minute imbalance that we have marked out. And let me mark it so you guys aren't lost. So IB is going to stand for 30-minute imbalance, right? And we're looking to see how does price react out of it, right? So a lot of people got chopped up here in the AM session because this is just a range, right? Just a range of price. You have a low of the range when you have the high of the range here. So price is moving up higher. If price can break out the high of this range above 623.75, loans look pretty good, right? So then price starts to try to break out of it, but there's nobody close above it. And then what do we see? People get very bearish here on this candle, right? They get very bearish, like, oh, we tried to the upside, but price couldn't hold. Understanding we are in a 30-minute imbalance. So now I wanted to go to a lower time frame, the 1 minute, and I want to see, okay, can we push back up, respect these imbalances to the downside and push back down, or do we just continue down and just fall, right? You have to understand the sentiment of the market is bullish. So you want to be looking to buy. You don't want to be looking to sell necessarily, unless it's just a clean setup for you and you want to sell it. So price continues here. So like I said, we're going to go bar by bar. This here should be a light bulb moment of like, damn, okay, buyers are getting interested. So what I want to see is this imbalance get invalidated. I want to see a upside imbalance get created and this get invalidated. So we create an upside imbalance here, right? So I'm going to mark this out for you guys. We create that and we invalidate this imbalance here. This is a very good sign, right? Now, I want to see 593.75 get invalidated because that's the CE or the middle point of this imbalance here, 593.75. And in my video, if you watch it, excuse me, I posted this level as well, but that's why this level is what it is. It's the midpoint of this imbalance here, 593.75. So I'm looking for price to create another imbalance. Boom, we get one here at 1023, right? Okay, so let's mark that out here. And we want to see, can price respect it? Boom, I want to be buying there, right? So risk to reward wise, it's a lot of liquidity right here, up towards here, right? 638.75. So what I could do is I could set up my long here. I'm not risking this low. I'm risking slightly below it to allow for any manipulation to that low to happen. And then I target this. So it's a 5-bar trade. Very, very simple trade here. Price reacts out of it, right? Price moves up higher. This here is very key to me. I'll put like a popcorn emoji or a lemon emoji because I want to see price get very high above there, right? So create another imbalance there here at 1027. Does price respect it? Let's see. All right, so price is pushing down. And above 623.75, we want to see some nice continuation, right? So price rejects the 623.75 and it starts to push down a little bit. So structure-wise, what do we have, right? What can we identify? We have a low, right? We don't need this imbalance anymore. We have a higher low that got put in here. Right? And now we're seeking for another higher low to get put in. So price is pushing down, push down into this imbalance. Let's see how does it react out of it. So still holding it. So a potential higher low got put in here, right? So in real time, this is what's going to happen. You're seeing this and then you're like, okay, possible higher low, but what does price do? It takes it out. So it's treating it as liquidity right now. So now we want to see, does price close below it and move higher, or does it continue up higher? Like just continue higher from there. So here it's going to consider it liquidity. And let's see if we can create an imbalance to the upside. Okay, nice candle there. Nice imbalance created. So this is going to be our higher low for the moment. We need to break this high here and create some displacement above it. Tapping into the imbalance here. And nice candle there, right? And then that's our target. Like, you know, you can scale out runners there. You can be out of the trade however you see fit. If you are scaling out runners, then you tell yourself, where's my next target? You're going to be looking for that 688 to be hit, right? So you bought maybe 4 cons, whether you trade minis or micros, this would be your next target there for your runners. And you can scale, like as you're in trades. For myself, how do I manage my trades? I will trail my stops below higher lows. So below this low will be a stop. Below this low could be potentially be a stop. How aggressive or how conservative I want to be is up to me, as it is up to you and your account and what your account can withdraw. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what it can undergo. How much drawdown could you have? How much, you know, do you want to go into drawdown after taking out partial? All those are answers that you need to have for yourself when you're in a trade. So let's keep identifying structure here, right? So prices moving up higher. 638.75 is going to become a key level for me because I want to see price stay above that level. And if it gets back below it, then whenever it reclaims it with some displacement, then that's a good opportunity for me to get in on a buy on that, right? And I'm still on a 1 minute time frame, so I can go bar by bar replay with you guys. In real time, I'm always swiping over to the 5 minute, 15 minute, understanding how are those candles forming, how are those candles closing, because that gives me a sense of building the whole puzzle together. Like, okay, yes, we're pulling back, but look at the 5 minute imbalance that I just invalidated, bearish imbalance that I invalidated on the 5 minute, or so forth. You get what I'm saying? So understand that. I'm just doing bar by bar replay on a 1 minute time frame so you guys can see my thought process and how I think. So here at this point, price is pushing down a little bit and it's holding 638.75 at the moment. We are invalidating this bearish imbalance. See if we can create an imbalance to the upside. There we have it there. So now, since we have this here, we want to watch it, see how does price react inside of it. All right, and here we're going to identify this as our higher low here. Price moves up higher. So seeking to put in a higher low here. In real time, as you're watching this, you are understanding this pullback is healthy, is needed. All it's doing is seeking to put in another higher low before moving up higher to break this high here. So price takes out this here, right? And it's, like I say, you swap to different time frames, understanding it's tapping into an imbalance as it is here, as it is in a 5 minute, 15 minute time frame. It's just tapping into an imbalance, grabbing liquidity here, and before moving up higher. As long as it's above 623.75, we're fine. So price gets higher. We want to see if price can create another imbalance to the upside and respect it. So higher low here. Higher low there. Price is moving up higher. Want to see some imbalance created to the upside now. Price pulls back. All this is healthy. Like I say, price, we identified the structure to the upside. This is very healthy. As long as we have a draw, which we understand at this point, it's 688. We want to trade in that direction. So when you are having a low entry here and then you have runners, it's very easy to manage because your entry is so far down. But if you're looking for a potential entry, which I will identify here as we're coming up, we want to see, okay, well, how can I get in on this action here, right? Price pushes down lower, right? It takes out all this. This is just manipulation. It's still holding this imbalance, and I will go to another higher time frame as I finish this so I can show you guys. This was at 12 o'clock, so I'll go back to the 5 minute, 15 minute after I finish so I can show you guys. As you're cycling through different time frames, you're finding pieces of the puzzle to validate what you're looking to see. So price takes out all these lows there, which is fine. And it gets balled up here at a key level, right? Not only at a key level, but an imbalance at a key level, which is very, very high quality, right? And I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the 5 minute time frame so I can show you guys this. Key levels and imbalances that I've taught is very, very key. So on that pullback, people are getting confused. They're getting short. They're getting, they're getting stopped out or whatever the case may be. Or they're, abandoning winning trades because of a little bit of manipulation, right? And instead of checking the higher time frame like here, we have the 5 minute candle that, opened up at 1050 and we pushed up higher above a key level. And this is a key level, like I've already explained on 30 minute, but we moved up higher, put in the high, moved down, put in the low, moved up higher. This was the low that was put in before price had this move down, this down movement, which is why it's a key level. So whenever price reclaims it, then it's probably gonna move up higher. So in this case here, we have this 1050 imbalance. Also, price is coming down into this imbalance at a key level, grabbing some money here, right? Let me just put this yellow, right? And then back down to the 1 minute, right? This is very bullish here. I want to be buying this here, right? So now on the lower time frame, what am I looking for? I'm looking for an invalidation of a bearish imbalance. I want to see price get above this low here. And I want to see some bearish imbalances be invalidated and some upside imbalances be created, right? So price is doing what it's doing here. We know what we're looking for. Boom, right? This is very bullish here. We invalidated this imbalance. Now I need to see a bullish imbalance be created. Boom, created. Right? So now I'm looking for price to potentially tap into this imbalance and get me in on this point, like on this entry here. Right, boom. This is a good buy, very, very good buy, because price has reacted at a key level. I've looked at the higher time frame from here. I understand that price is tapping into a 5 minute imbalance at a key level. I see how this 5 minute candle is forming. It's very bullish. So this is a good buy, right? Like I get in here, I utilize slightly below this low as my stop, and then I target 688 as my potential entry. My potential target. 717 would be my next target, right? And then 726 would be my final target, right? And then I can hold runners above that depending on what time that we hit it, right? So here we're going to be focusing on this. Mind you, I'm holding my runners from here. This is very, very good trade, but this is if I'm not in that trade or if I want to add another position, how can I pyramid this, right? So we see the reaction out of this imbalance here. Let's watch it. So I want to see some imbalances to the upside being created. This is very bullish, very, very bullish here. We create an imbalance here. We'll see if price wants to tap into it or not. It doesn't matter. We already found the entry. So price taps into it. That's another add if I wanted to, right? And want to just see price stay above this. As long as it's inside this imbalance, this is fine. As long as this imbalance here at 1202 isn't invalidated, we are good. So price moves up higher. And people will understand, like, they will be like, well, why wouldn't you short this? Or why would this not hold? Because we have a draw to the upside. And look at structure. Structure is bullish and we have a draw. You trade within the direction of the draw of price. Simple as that. I don't care about these. These don't matter because I'm not looking to short. If I were to short, what would be my target? What would be ask yourself, if you took a short, what would be your target? And is it worth it? So make it simple for yourself. Understand that, these simple setups like this here. So let's see. Price continues up higher, taps into this imbalance here that we just created. So we have this imbalance here. Price consolidates a little bit before moving up higher, taps down to the imbalance there, we see. So now we want to see price break above this high here with some displacement and continuation here. So Again, let's focus on our structure here, right? So if we're focusing on our structure, we have a higher low put in, right? Then what do we have? We have another higher low put in. And then we have another higher low put in, right? Then we have another higher low put in, right? Price takes out that higher low, treat it as potential liquidity grab. Let's see. Price invalidates this small imbalance as you can see it there, right? So we're gonna mark this as some money being taken. And then this higher low, gonna be a higher low there. And then wanna see some displacement above that high there. So boom, see a nice body close above that. Where's our clear low-hanging fruit right there? 680.75. You can take a partial there. Whatever you're trading, micros, minis, whatever you're trading, however you want to manage your position, but that is a very clear target there that we want to see. So price continues to move up higher. It taps into that imbalance here, as you see here, right? Price breaks above the high, creates an imbalance, and then what does price do? Tap into that imbalance from here. And seeking to put in a higher low. So price moves up higher and then boom, right? Hits that low or that high there, 688 that we hit. And now you hold runners to 717, right? Above 688.75, we see higher. That's what you tell yourself. Here, if you took off, you had two runners, you took off one there, you holding another one there. Then this is what I'm getting. Like I'm looking for a larger move higher. Always holding my runners if I have a draw for a price higher. So we create an imbalance here, looking for another higher low to get put in. That's all the pullback is doing, is creating a higher low. So you see how the higher low gets put in inside of an imbalance here? So that's a very bullish sign there. So price starts to break down a little bit. But again, all it is putting in a higher low. Price is seeking to put in a higher low. I don't want to trade that little small retracement because I'd rather look for buying opportunities here. Right, so then if I go to the 5-minute time frame, show you guys what is price doing. It's just respecting this 5-minute imbalance here, and I'll draw it out so we can go back to the other time frame and look. So we have this low to the high here, right, and then back down to the 1 minute, and seeing, okay, how does price react inside of this 5-minute imbalance? Okay, higher low got taken out for like a liquidity grab potentially. Put some money there, and then potential higher low. This may be the low that got put in. Right? Very, very, very nice here. Want to see a upside imbalance being created. Imbalance to the upside. Very nice so far there, right? So now want to see displacement above these highs. So price is tapping into an imbalance. Want to see price seek to put in another higher low before moving higher. And while we're switching time frames, we can look at the 5-minute here and look how bullish that this looks. It already did its damage inside this 5-minute imbalance. Then it had 1, 2, 3 closes out of it. And one thing that I like to look at is like the midpoint of these candles like this. This is a little like sauce for what I do. I see this has been a seller, and on the tape or the DOM or whatever, maybe those traders see sellers stepping in there. If at the midpoint of what I would consider like a seller candle here like this, if price can displace above what would be the midpoint at 698.25, if we can displace above that, then bears are very, very weak. So boom, we start to get that action there. We have an imbalance here that price could respect. Price moves up higher. Want to see some displacement. So it's very, very bullish there. So what we're seeing now structure-wise is just a bunch of higher lows getting put in. So see, higher low there. Let me take that off there. We don't need that no more. Higher low there. See. Higher low here. Higher low here. And price is just making its way up. This is simple market structure here. This is all this is. We hit 717. So from down here and from here, multiple entries, very, very good entries with good RR on it. Price taps into this imbalance here. We should move away from it. Price is moving up higher, and then you're out. Complete day of why price did what price did. I hope this was helpful, and like, comment, subscribe.